Lowe's. Little bit about me. I'm passed out from ECK. Earlier it used to be ECK. Now I think it's called Rajasthan Technical University or something like that. But passed out in 1998 and joined Reliance Petroleum. I was placed luckily through campus in Reliance. Worked there for 7-8 months and then decided to move into software space. Moved to Bangalore, Infosys. And in 98, 99, Infosys used to be a dream company for a lot of people. And luckily, I got a chance to work with them. Worked with them for around 3.5 years, primarily into telecom domain and voice over IP and those kind of things. And then 2002, I left Infosys, went for my MBA, full-time 2 years MBA in IMK. 2004, I joined Wipro and started working for a company called Target. Target is one of the biggest retailers in US, and worked there for around 3.5 years as part of Wipro, but working for Target. Was based out of US for quite some time. During that time, came back to India and joined Target India team as an employee. Worked again there for around 3.5 years. These 6-7 years was into data and analytics space. Then I left Target and went on to run a small company. This small company was building the e-commerce site for many customers. For example, Hallmark, Lacoste, Tier 1 Imports, Kohler. I think some of the brands you must have heard about it. Did that for around 1.5 years and came back to Target again, and then started building the Target.com platform. And then I was responsible for the entire engineering team of Target.com. Which was based out of California, Sunnyvale, Minneapolis, and Bangalore. And again, I was relocated to US for a couple of years. Came back again in 2016 from US, and then started managing the entire technology team based out of India, which was around close to 1,200 people at that time. 2 years back, I left Target and joined Lowe's. Lowe's is another retailer in US and Canada. And I have two responsibilities in Lowe's today. One is a global responsibility of SVP technology, which is primarily taking care of, I would say, 1/4 of Lowe's technology business. And then the second responsibility I have is running Lowe's India. Lowe's India is approximately 4,000 people, 3,300 people is our associates, and 700 are coming from our partner companies like Sapient, Infosys, Wipro. So that's a little bit about me. I'm married, have a 7-year-old son, 6.5 years, turned 7 this year, and now I am based out of Bangalore. Originally, I belong to Rajasthan and Jaipur. So let me talk a little bit about Lowe's and what we do and where do we stand in terms of business. Please feel free to ask questions any point in time. I really want this session to be interactive, and there is no time limit. We can go on as long as you guys want it. So let me just present something to you. Mansi, you let me know if you are able to see it and hear it.
It's visible and audible too.
Okay. So if you look at it, Lowe's as a company is just moved to rank 31 in Fortune 500 with a revenue of $90 billion yearly. And now, just to put things in perspective, you look at Reliance Industries, all the business of Reliance Industries, whether they are petrochemical, refinery, their geo platforms, or their retail, everything put together, and Lowe's is slightly bigger than Reliance Industries in terms of revenue. When it comes to the real estate which is owned by the company, if you look at, let's assume Kota and the suburbs of the Kota, we own real estate which is probably 7 times of Kota's and Kota suburbs real estate. Our stores are anywhere between 120,000 square feet to 160,000 square feet, which is probably 1.5 times of a football field or football stadium. And parking lots are even bigger than those. And when I'm talking about the store, 120,000 does not include parking lots. The kind of products we move is primarily whatever a person needs to construct a house, to decorate the house, everything with respect to home improvement is what we offer. So in US and Canada, generally the houses are made of timber. So timber to electrical fittings, to plumbing, to tiles, flooring, granite, to windows, blinds, curtains, carpets, bathroom fittings, your appliances, whether it is washer, dryer, refrigerator, ACs, water heaters, all sorts of things. And then when it comes to home improvement decor, bed sheets, pillows, rugs, all those things, and then outdoor lawn, garden, landscaping, all sorts of things. So that's what we offer. Generally, one of our stores will have anywhere between 60,000 to 100,000 SKUs. Online, we have around 2.5 million SKUs. So that's what we are in the business of. In home improvement industry, we are considered to be the second largest player in United States. The first one is Home Depot and second one is us. And when you look at it, the third largest player is probably 1/9 of our size. So very well established. During the pandemic time, Lowe's was declared as essential retailer, and we were open during the lockdowns and those kind of things. And we grew 25% last year in terms of our business, and margins also grew by around 20%. Pretty healthy company, very solid balance sheet, very strong financials. That's what we do. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about and show you a film to talk about what exactly we do in Lowe's India.
Six at the small harvest store in North Carolina is today a Fortune 50 company with over 2,200 stores worldwide. Our 3 lakh associates service over 18 million customers every week. And with annual revenues in excess of $71 billion, we are one of the world's largest home improvement retailers. We are Lowe's. Lowe's India was established in Bangalore in 2014 to offer technology support to our growing business worldwide. From a small team of analysts, we are now a hotbed of talent with over 2,000 associates working across a multitude of functions in retail. These include teams in product management, quality management, core architecture, engineering, release management, and other functions to support and augment our growth.
I joined Lowe's in 2014 when we were a 20-member team, and from that we have grown to a 2,000 member strong team today.
During my tenure in this company, I have seen it grow from a 3-storied office building to owning an 11-storied tower in one of the most popular tech parks of Bangalore city. we have also tried to integrate some elements of the store concept into the design of the offices.
We're a team of over 400 people based out of US and India, with more than 50% of the team based here. What we basically do is enable the business with data-driven decisions.
As part of the IT corporate services and IT security team, we serve those who serve the customers, which means our teams support the IT systems in HR, finance, payment, and the security area.
Any decisions that you need to take obviously needs data, and what we do is to power those decisions through the use of data.
Today, our team plays a very important part in the IT transformation journey by working on modernizing our systems using microservices. Our teams also work on robotic process technologies like robotic process automation and artificial intelligence to automate rule-based tasks for our business.
With the ease of the click of the button on an app, our employees can order their food from the cafeteria, including transportation. They can manage their, the daily roster and pickups. They can also order their merchandise. The possibilities are endless. A lot of this goes in providing a seamless experience to our associates.
Join us if you're passionate about problem solving. Join us if you're excited about working with the latest technology in the field of analytics. Join us if you're passionate about storytelling through the use of data.
Join us, because at Lowe's India, we are unequivocally focused on everything that matters to you. Because irrespective of what your role is, what you do matters.
I think all of you are already aware that there is a code challenge happening on, I think, June 12th or 14th. I'm not sure about the dates, but it's around that time only, and registrations are ending tomorrow. I'd like to encourage all of you to participate in that, to be able to win some exciting prizes. Also, if you are able to qualify at a certain level or certain percentages, then you will get a chance to interview with us, which can finally turn into a job offer too. Now I'm going to show you another commercial, which is the latest commercial about talking about how Lowe's is establishing themselves in the industry.
There are only American dreams. One single dream isn't big enough to hold the possibilities for us all. Because there's not just one type of family, or neighborhood, or ambition. But at the heart of just about every American dream is a home. And the desire to make it everything it needs to be. That's always been at the heart of Lowe's. And on our 100th birthday, we are committing to make that dream of a better home a little more within reach for everyone. So, bring us your little fixes, your passion projects, your patios, your plans. We'll help you find it, DIY it, design it, and we can even install it too. We've never just been an improvement store. We're home to everything for your home. We're home to any budget. We're home to any possibility. There is no American dream.
While we do a bunch of business in US and Canada, we are very, very committed towards India Center as well as communities in and around us. So during the second wave of pandemic in India, Lowe's as a company decided to donate 40 crore rupees to various NGOs who are helping healthcare workers and frontline staff. We also work very closely with many NGOs who are supporting children and women to upskill them to become or earn their livelihood. Now, with that background, I would like to open it up for the questions. Any comments anybody has, anything they want to ask. And please feel free to ask me, all the questions are right questions.
So
what skills do we need for hackathon?
It's generally mostly going to be the software skills. So problem will be given and you probably have to write a small piece of code. We expect it to be in Java, Spring Boot, maybe using Kafka or a NoSQL DB like Cassandra or Couch or Mongo. Is going to be in and around that. There are two types of this thing. One is just coding challenge, and then there is another one for data side, which would require you to have a little bit bent towards the data and analytics kind of thing. So maybe knowing the SQL really good also going to be beneficial.
Sir, is there anything regarding IoT and the microcontroller things?
Not in the hackathon, but we do work on IoT quite a bit. In our company, we do work on IoT quite a bit, whether it is sensors in our distribution centers or sensor-based technology or video analytics and those kind of things in our stores. There is significant use of IoT in our stores and in our distribution supply chain systems. But hackathon or the coding challenge will not have a IoT-based solution because it might require hardware and embedded software, and it might not be easy for everybody to arrange that.
So what will be the selection criteria?
So based on the, we have partnered with HackerEarth. I'm sure that a lot of you might have heard them. They are preparing the coding challenge and some of the multiple choice questions, those kind of things. And once based on the answers or the code you provide is going to be ranked, then we probably will look at the top 100 people for the next round of discussion. So there is going to be 1, 2, and 3. There are some prizes for winning the code challenge, but probably out of the top 100 people, they'll go through the 2 or 3 rounds of interviews. And based on the interviews and how they have done in the coding challenge, they will make the offers. We'll expect anywhere between 35 to 50 people to be hired from this challenge. Nobody wants to know the compensation detail at all, huh?
So what will be the CTC if we clear the hackathon?
So if we make you the offer after hackathon as well as interviews.
Just last week the interview sold at 34 rupees. Now it has reduced to around, I'm told it reduced to around 29, 30, 31. It depends on the quality of the kind of coconut. Now your condition is also there that.
Hey, Venu, can you put yourself on mute? Thank you. So CTC is the first year is approximately anywhere between 15 to 16 lakhs. The way it is split is, I think 11.5 is fixed. 1.1 lakh is your bonus, which is based on company performance. 2 lakhs is sign-on, and 2 lakhs once you complete first year. So the cash component is anywhere between 15 to 16 or around 16. And on top of that, you will have approximately 3 lakhs worth of benefits. Benefits like free food, breakfast and lunch in cafeteria, highly subsidized transport from anywhere you're living in Bangalore to the office, and multiple times in the day, so you can pick and choose what time you want to come in, and the transport will be arranged. Health benefit, including insurance and all those things, and OPD, dental, eyes, up to 45,000 rupees, life insurance. There are a bunch of other benefits too. So hard cash 16, benefits around 3.5 lakhs.
So students from EC branch will be eligible?
I think so. I think so. You probably have to look at the registration criteria on the link. I myself hasn't done any, to be honest, pre-placement talks, or I haven't looked at it. Just that it came to my mind that we should probably have our college also participate in that, and then I connected with Manish sir for this. But I think as long as you clear the coding challenge, I think branch probably shouldn't matter. So guys, before we started the call, I was talking to Mansi and I was telling her that if 2 years in a row we see few people making it to the final rounds and taking the offer from us, by 2023, I will 2024, I'll make sure that we visit our Kota college exclusively. So right now we visit 4 or 5 campuses or 6 campuses, and all of them are NITs, and rest all come through the coding challenge. So 50% we hire directly from campuses and 50% comes through the coding challenge. And we have close to 3,000 people already registered for this challenge across various NITs, government colleges, regional colleges, and few IITs also.
So I want to ask, can Lowe's hold special sessions for our next batch to help them prepare for next year hackathon?
We can try doing that. We can definitely try doing that. We already have one program where we take close to 150 women engineers and help them to get better prepared for corporate jobs, whether it is learning the technologies which is right now being used in the market or in the industry, or just learning the leadership or soft skills. But we can look at doing something like that for the entire population of our college.
And so what will be our responsibilities if we are selected in Lowe's?
Yeah, so see, you will be assigned to a particular team who is trying to develop or create a software to solve a business problem. So for example, inventory management or order management is the biggest thing which companies like Lowe's has to do it. So at any point in time, we have $12 billion worth of inventory with us. And $12 billion translates to 84,000 crores. Now we need to ensure that this inventory is moving really fast from our producers or manufacturing units to our retail stores to the customers. We also need to ensure that we have the right inventory at the right place. So if, for example, in winter or let's say month of October, North America wouldn't be selling any swimsuits, but Florida will still be selling the swimsuits. Similarly, in winter, I need to place a lot more snow removal equipments in the northern part of US, but I don't need to do that in Texas. So based on geography, based on what kind of localization is there, based on what kind of product demand is there, I need to ensure that the inventory is placed at the right place and the movement of inventory is happening all the time. Anything gets stuck has a bigger implications for our business. One is if inventory gets stuck, I can't sell it, so I'm out of stock, losing customers to competition. And then that stuck inventory is going to come to me once season is about to end, and then I have to put it on promotion or clearance and sale, and then losing the money on that. So IT plays the most important role to manage such a big operations or such a big retail operations. So you'll be assigned to one of the projects, and you will be working on the newer set of technologies, whether it is Kafka or MongoDB or GCP or like Golang or Kotlin, Redpack. So it's microservices world. Whatever you can think of happens in a kind of a startup, a new age technology company is what we do over here.
Okay, sir. And there's some general question. What is your everyday motivation for work?
See, here is the thing. The everyday motivation primarily comes from the impact you create to the business and impact you create to your associates or your community's life. So let's look at it. Last year, 2020 has been probably one of the toughest year for US, and it continues for India as well. So how can we make sure that our stores are open and serving the customers whenever they need it and however they want to interact with us, whether it is mobile app, whether it is through our website or through our stores. Like as soon as the pandemic started, within 15 days we rolled out. Instead of coming inside our store, we can serve you at your curbside. So you come to our store, just be in the parking lot. We will do geofencing. We will know you have already come in, and we will deliver your product in your car itself. Now, launching those kind of things in 15 days was pretty complex, but that is the kind of thing which motivates me. Last year we did so well in terms of profitability and revenues that we were able to offer 200% bonus to all our associates. That gives a kick to me to go to the office every day and see how can we make the impact to the business. Now, we have heard about from the central government about Make in India and how can we do more and more export from India. So last year we opened a sourcing office. If you know, most of these retailers are already sourcing from India, and we were also sourcing from India, but very, very small quantities and through third party. And for them, we were in the focus because they were serving people like us in many countries and many people in the US itself. So we started our sourcing office and with the aim of making or doing so export from India up to $300 million in next 3 years, wherein till last year we were doing $15-20 million. So those are the things which motivates me to come to work every day and meet the best and brightest of the people. So I'm sure that some of you have heard about the company Licious. So we have hired the Licious CTO a year back. I'm sure some of you must have heard about a company named Your Story, which is one of the mass media online company. We had the CTO of Your Story last year. Landmark Group, I'm sure that some of you have heard it. We had their mobile head. Swiggy, I'm sure you must have heard it, or all of you must have used it. We had one of the founder member of Swiggy. Similarly, we had a bunch of folks from Flipkart, Myntra, Walmart, Target, Amazon, Tesco, Reliance Jio. So the kind of people I work with are really, really intelligent bunch of people, and that gives me the kick to come to the office.
There's a question from a student side that what was your favorite moment in ECK?
I don't remember that exactly, but I think it's a Jen Saab's study outside the gate, right? So having poha over there and tea, half cutting tea, was the favorite moment.
Okay, sir.
It's still called Jen Saab study, right? So actually, I visited the campus in 2019 December. Our batch did a alumni kind of meet.
Yes,
so and then visited the hostels also. Hostel, nothing much has changed. It still remains slightly better, but nothing much has changed. Any other question, Mansi?
So actually, there has been a lot of technical issue today. So a lot of students are not able to join and not able to speak properly. Also, Manish sir is facing some problems. So,
Mansi, why don't you do one thing offline? You collect the questions, whatever you have, and then maybe you and I, UI and Manish sir can talk together, and then I can answer the question which you can circulate back to the people. But I really want to encourage all of you to and your friends and your colleagues or your batchmates, classmates to participate in this, it is going to be a great start to your career if you make it. I'll tell you, it took me almost 10 years to reach to a 15 lakhs level after passing from college. I started at 9,000 rupees a month, like 1 lakh rupee, and then it took me 10 years to reach at that level, even after doing the MBA from IMK. If there is no further questions, thank you so much, everyone, and I hope that all of you apply and your friends apply and some of you make it. It'll be great to have you as part of Lowe's.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Mansi, and thank you rest of the people for joining us.
Thank you.
Bye.